Whether you can accomplish something long-term often doesn't depend on how determined you are, but on whether you follow the principle of minimal effort. Most people think that to achieve something, you have to give it your all, grit your teeth, and push through to succeed. In reality, it's quite the opposite. Those who can sustain something over the long term often seem to do it effortlessly. This is the essence of the minimal effort principle. At its core, it's simple. When you do something, focus solely on that action. Put your energy into the task itself, not into hesitation, worry, or irrelevant thoughts. Have you ever experienced endlessly weighing options, hesitating, or amplifying the difficulty of a task before even starting? It leaves you inexplicably exhausted. But once you actually begin, everything becomes much easier. That's because our fatigue often comes not from the action itself, but from meaningless mental effort. If you spend an hour overthinking before starting, only about 20% of that time is productive. The remaining 80% is wasted on unnecessary worry and self-doubt. Instead, it's better to set aside these thoughts and act directly. This saves energy, which can then be used to rest, relax, enjoy yourself, or focus on more important things. This is the true efficient way to allocate resources. Many people like to emphasize how hard something is or how much effort they put in. The more they do this, the more they fall into the trap of fake effort. They appear determined, but in reality, they are just expending energy on formalities and self-display. Notice, when someone decides to make a long-term change, if they display it dramatically, making grand announcements and vows, they often fail. I have a friend who used to stay up late and once promised on social media that if he stayed up late again, he would punish himself. He didn't even last 2 days before returning to his old habit. That dramatism was only an external compensation for internal weakness. On the other hand, my cousin smoked for 10 years and never said he would quit. One year when he returned home, he simply said calmly that he wouldn't smoke anymore, and he really quit. At parties, when friends offered him cigarettes, he didn't waver. It was as if he had never smoked. The whole process happened naturally, without struggle or internal conflict. Sometimes what seems effortless is actually the result of deep determination. When your mind is firm, there's no need to prove anything externally. The thing you maintain longest in life is breathing. Every day, every inhale and exhale happens continuously throughout your life, without ever stopping. No one sees breathing as a burden. No one says, "Oh, I still have to breathe for decades, this is so hard." No one needs to make a heroic effort to keep breathing. Its secret lies in its naturalness. Breathing is unconscious and never carries any extra meaning. The highest level of accomplishing anything is the same. Integrate the action into your daily life naturally, without forcing or over-controlling it. Move forward one step at a time, little by little. Over time, this steady accumulation transforms into solid, unshakable results. Many people fail not because something is difficult, but because they assign extra meaning to it, imagining enormous tasks and endless challenges. These mental burdens make them give up halfway. However, if you simply start in a simple way and act directly, you'll realize things aren't as scary as they seem. What can be maintained long-term aligns with the natural laws. The more forced or exaggerated something is, the more it can backfire. The more natural and integrated into life it is, the more continuous and enduring it becomes. As Confucius said, the way of loyalty and integrity is balanced and constant. The more someone emphasizes suffering or effort, the easier it is to be defeated by hardship. The more relaxed, calm, and at peace you are, the more you can persist and go far. Therefore, when doing anything, there's no need to overemphasize or dramatize it. Focus your attention on solving the immediate problem and keep your energy in a state of minimal expenditure. Even small progress, when integrated into daily life, accumulates continuously. The best way to act in life is like breathing, natural, flowing like water, integrated into your daily routine. Don't overemphasize, don't dramatize, don't waste unnecessary energy. True persistence is silent, effortless, and aligned with natural order. When you integrate something into your routine, without questioning cause or effect, without rushing or dragging, you'll notice that each seemingly small step eventually contributes to great achievements. Looking back, you'll realize you've already crossed thousands of mountains,